Hello, I'm Aubrey Shepherd, and it's the 1st of October, 2012. Let's see some pictures from Fayetteville, Arkansas. Marion Konetka and her huge dog. If I'd have got that picture from a different angle, you could see that dog's nearly bigger than Marion. And there's Kirby Sanders, former reporter, longtime reporter for newspapers in Texas and Northwest Arkansas. And this man's got a great shirt. I'm graybeard, I'm retired, and I work part-time as a pain in the neck. That's what I'd have on mine if I had that shirt. Anyway, here's another one of the great guys in Fayetteville, and on the square, and he and his wife are down there, and I got a picture of her, and I couldn't find it quick enough. She was wearing a wonderful knit hog hat for the ball game on the weekend and the final game of September, and got a lot of great shirts there. I mean, look at these. This is delightful. That's the official Fayetteville Square Farmers Market shirt for this year, I believe. And there's a butterfly from the square. There are lots of them there usually this time of year, and very much so in the summer, but I don't get close to a lot of them. I'll sometimes walk over there. And there's Dwight Pence. He lives down in either south end of Washington County or the county immediately south. But anyhow, he knows my friend John Rule, so we had a good talk about him. This guy had a baby, and I didn't get a picture of the baby, but he had a great shirt, so he got a place on the show this week. And of course, this couple I've talked to a lot of times, and they're very interesting because they've lived in many parts of the country and have family members who are professors in some of the big colleges and around the country and so forth. And of course, when you got local university professors there, like these, and retired professors and so forth, you got a great mix on the square. This is a tiny aster, a late blooming aster. It's really small. It's not much bigger than my thumbnail, but these are very important this time of year. Don't cut them down because those butterflies are still using them. This couple had 3 dogs up on Pinnacle Prairie, and they were throwing a frisbee for it. If you looked at that picture closely, you might have seen the woman had thrown the frisbee. Okay, here is a wonderful little flower fly. I like to show you these whenever I can, and it's on a. Okay, here we've gotten to goldenrod, and there's a nice insect on the liatris there, but it didn't show up as well as I was hoping it would. I think yeah, this one's definitely cropped, and I think that one was, and it's got an insect at the top. This is a wood nymph, is the category of butterfly this fits in. There are some other varieties of it, but they're hard to get close to usually, but this one settled down. I zoomed up on it, and it's one that's dependent on grass. This is a Gulf fritillary we've talked about in several in recent weeks, and they're dependent on passion vine for their caterpillars' food. This is also a moth. I mean, this is a moth. It's one that's on a white crown beard, and doesn't look like a moth. This is a dayflower, and here on swamp milkweed, a tiny buckeye butterfly, and of course the monarch butterfly also on swamp milkweed. Okay, until next time, this is Aubrey Shepherd asking you to do your part to help keep the water clean, the air pure, and the woods great, and support the Razorbacks. They need it. I'm wearing my Louisiana Tech shirt. The only thing I disagree with Lionel Jordan about is talking about the Razorbacks and Louisiana Tech, because he's a Razorback man, and I started my career as a student at Louisiana Tech, and they're 4-0 when we record this show. Thank you. Hello, I'm Aubrey Shepherd. It's the 4th of October, 2012. Just come back from the 13th annual Insect Fest at the University of Arkansas. So a couple of pictures from that, a few are added to this batch. And actually, I already had these bugs selected. That's a wingfoot bug. You can see his right leg there. And this is a tiny aster, very tiny aster, late aster. They're very important. Even the largest butterflies will nectar on those tiny asters, and they're the size of your fingernail. And this is a native wildflower, and I have not got a firm confirmation of exactly which species it is, but it's beautiful. This is a weevil, and it's on the goldenrod plant, and these are cropped, trying to get up close and get the tail, depending on the quality of your screen, whether it looks good or bad. Maybe the better quality screen you have, the worse it'll look. I'm not sure. But there he is, upside down, coming toward my thumb. And you can see the little snout. That's a typical weevil design. Now you can see him upside down from the side. So this is the kind of thing you can see many of at the Insect Fest, which occurs every other year at the University of Arkansas. Here's a tiny legume. Can you see it looks like the pods of peas? Well, that's what those are, legumes, beans, and pea family, and that's a very small one. That's another goldenrod with a soldier beetle on it, and he's a, well, I don't know what he's eating, actually. The tiny aster from another angle, different one, but same color and so forth, trying to show you a little more detail of a tiny aster. Hope people can learn to appreciate these because they're little tiny things, and they're ignored and wiped out. There's a different tiny aster, a lighter color, back on the back part of World Peace Wetland Prairie. And you see a lot of different bees and butterflies reading them. Well, looks like I have the announcement from last week on there, and I'm wondering exactly what I did wrong, because this isn't the DVD with the latest things, is it? Is this? Oh, no, it is. Yeah, there's the Insect Fest. It is supposed to all be on one thing. And there are some of the youngsters enjoying looking at spiders in this case. And here's one of the professors, with somebody making notes while one of the professors shows something to children up close. Most of the professors there are entomology professors, and a lot of the younger people are graduate students that are helping. And this is called a Halloween spider. It just happens that they showed it 2 years ago, and I think I put it on a short take then. Here's an idea of what the crowd was like. When I got there about nearly 10 o'clock in the morning, and there were 1,800 kids registered in, and buses were coming and going, and no telling how many between then and 4 o'clock this afternoon. This is the, again, 4th of October. They'll see. That's Steve Sampers. He's a environmental leader. He's in a lot of different activities, and he's the main person training Arkansas naturalists, master naturalist in Northwest Arkansas. That's Cindy Cope. She's often seen with a bunch of caterpillars. At left, she has some monarch caterpillars, but she's got a whole bunch of fritillary caterpillars in that box in front of you. And, well, hope you go 2 years from now. Put it on your calendar for early October, and come out and enjoy the Insect Fest. Until next time, this is Aubrey Shepherd asking you to do your part to help keep the water clean, the air pure, and the woods green. See you.